Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's Failrace episode with Time to Die Zombie on GTA 5, heading towards a dinghy. First off, not a bad spin. Not a bad spin across the bank. However, wait for the incoming hot rod. That's a few millimeters away from a very, very dead player. But there we go. Tyke on a GTA 5 has spotted a truck that he fancies having a drive with. The problem is, well, the truck driver does not want to give up his rig, and sure enough, as the player tries to get in it, he gets run over. But not only does he get knocked down, the truck takes his car. Well done. Well done. In fact, the truck delivers his car to a policeman. That's how well that went. Due on GTA 5 racing through the streets, carrying too much speed, he doesn't quite thread the needle, and sure enough, it's an impressive flat spin for a body of his bike. But it is the parking job of the bike that's the most impressive thing here. Managed to get it looking, well, as if it is perfectly, well, almost parked. I'm amazed that somehow didn't go flinging around wildly, but there we go. This is actually from me and Reese during a testing session. Reese might have done a well-parked job. However, it's the trying to get going again. It's not getting better, really. It's not getting better. It's still not really getting. No, it's definitely not got any better. It's out of the way of the traffic, at least. I guess that is something to say. Say the least. Yeah, they're not quite so good. Black and Red 81 on Need for Speed Payback carries too much speed, clips a wall, physics get angry, and it's many flips indeed for the Mustang. Speaking of flips, Toy GT1 on Gran Turismo 6 is racing an LMP car at the Red Bull Ring. Now, LMP cars notoriously difficult to roll. However, it turns out this particular curve, well, if you cut the corner a little bit too much, the game shall punish you with a roll. And in the roll, loses a place to the GTR, manages to stay ahead of the Audi. Yeah, LMP cars are very difficult to roll, but across that particular curve, well done. I mean, to be fair, that is how you make anti-corner cutting measures, I think. That's how all anti-corner cutting measures should end with cars rolling. Either way, Sick Raptor on the crew is heading towards an event. Just before he goes into the event, notice there is a truck forgetting how to use a bridge. Now, I'm no expert in physics, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you use a bridge or how gravity works. But there we go. A Corbiter on Just Cause 3, also having some fun with bridges. This time, well, destroying them and making trains fall off them. It is all very good fun on this game. This bridge actually destroyed in an interesting way, in that this part is still actually kind of standing, still drivable on, which is unusual for Just Cause. Of course, you have to go and break it. When there's something there to break, you have to go and break it. The thing is, karma is a powerful, powerful thing. Bridge landing on top of the tank, sending it pinging at some 300 kilometers an hour. I think it might have gone through the floor. The camera might freak out. Either way, it manages to spin its way through the forest before coming to a rest. But that is one angry bridge. That is some serious distance that the tank or armoured car, whatever it is, has managed to get. Gige is on Mafia 3, having just set off. Notices, well, there's a big old traffic jam going on there, and a person runs out in front of his car. It's only, though, when he stops, turn around to have a look what's going on, we realise there is some... yeah. Don't ask. I'm not sure what combination is going to end up out of all of that, but that's not supposed to be going on in the middle of the street now, is it, guys? Fran Stuff 6 up next on Assetto Corsa with a Pagani Huayra. The thing is, well, Pagani versus Cones, and it turns out Cones win. Yeah, Cones definitely win. Now, that's a lot of speed as well, upside down on its roof. I have to have another watch of this one. We've said curves are dangerous. We've said curves are dangerous many times, but cones are just as bad if you get enough of them underneath your car and you're travelling fast enough on the way out of the pit lane. But there we go. TR King Copper on split second. He's running his way through the race, gets up to third, gets a little bit bullied by Rick. There's a big truck. Those will do that sort of thing. to the player car as he's trying to gain some more of the sort of the special points. A whole group of cars catch up and decide that nope, the player shall not have a good time. Managed to lift him up with one of the LMP style cars going underneath him. Never quite seen an overtake like this, or I guess loss of position quite like this. It is some really impressive teamwork from all of the AI cars. Squeeze the player together, get the front end going down. LMP car is a scoop. We'll lift the vehicle up and go underneath. Well done, guys. That's some impressive teamwork there from the... Screws the player over, but impressive teamwork from the AI. A Skater Boy on MX versus ATV Reflex. Now, I'm not sure I'd want to be on a dirt bike against giant off-road trucks, especially not when trucks go for huge rolls. That is one lucky AI on a bike to have survived that. Owlby on Wreckfest goes for the roll across the crossover point and lands on the back of a fire. The poor Fireflies. The poor Fireflies do get bullied something chronic in Wreckfest. This one is carrying a car along. Eventually the car does get spat out, but you've made a ute. You've turned a Firefly into a ute. Well done. Well done indeed. And finally, Static Sheep on Driver San Francisco has got a mission. He has to try and drive to some various car transporters. And once he gets to them, has to drive underneath them to defuse a bomb. The thing is, the game is one step ahead of him and determined not to let the player complete it because the truck, well, that drives drives over a ramp truck. Sorry, it's a normal trailer. But you can't get underneath that. You can't get underneath that trailer when it's on top of a ramp truck. They couldn't do it any better either, because the main semi slows down briefly enough to let the ramp truck completely hook itself underneath it perfectly. Like, that's the sort of glitch that I don't mind it ruining the entire mission because it's so fantastically entertaining. Well done. Well done, game. You have done an excellent job. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the Failrace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.